Now,
Thank.
as a child, school always came easy to me, but I didn't think I liked to read books. But my father always, he's a newspaper guy, and he would always just hand me the newspaper and I would just read articles. And now that I'm much older, he was just getting me to read and just read it and stay up on current events. And then he bought me a Magic Johnson book, and then he bought me a Michael Jordan book, and I was big time into basketball. So those captured me. Then in 11th grade, because up until high school, you really don't read a lot of nonfiction. But then in 11th grade, I read Gifted Hands by Ben Carson. And I probably read that. It was probably 30 pages, and I probably read it in 30 days. Then the light bulb kind of went on, and it said, I'm a nonfiction guy. I'm a biography guy. I'm an autobiography guy. But some of the smartest people I know are avid fiction readers. What does fiction evoke out of readers, and why do so many intellectuals gravitate towards fiction?
Hmm. I would say that light bulb moment that you just described for you also helped happen for me in high school. And it was when I read Maya Angelou's I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings and the rest of her biographies after those books. And I remember being in high school and hiding in a classroom during lunch so that I could read the books because my friends wanted me to jump double dutch. But I was having that same experience that you had. The thing I love about fiction is that it can take you anywhere. And I think that that is what most people enjoy about it. Like I mean, when I was writing my last novel, The Yellow Wife, which was set in 1850s, is about an enslaved woman here in Richmond. You know, as I was writing the story, I was literally transported into 1850. I was, smelling the smells and walking the street, and I could feel the heaviness of the clothing on me and taste the herbs that they cook with. And so I think the beauty of fiction is that it transports you to another time, place, space, and it gives you an experience that you would not normally have.
Makes sense. Now, most writers are avid readers and love reading. I'm guessing you're an avid reader, but I don't have to guess anymore because you told me you used to read a book a day. I thought reading a book in 3 days was something. When did you fall in love with reading, and how did that evolve into a love of writing? And how did you discover that you were a good writer?
Hmm. Writing wouldn't leave me alone. I don't know the discovery of thinking that I was good or not good. It was more so that even when I said I don't want to do this anymore, the characters just sort of hung around, and I felt bad about not showing up. I felt, my first novel took me over 10 years to finish. And it was because I took so many breaks in writing it because I almost didn't want to write. Like it was too hard. So I don't know that I ever thought that I was good. I think that keeps me humble. Because while I am proud of the novels that I put out, every single time I sit down to write a new novel, I'm always striving to do something different, to take it up a notch, So being good, I think, yeah, I think just always striving to be better is probably what I do.
We're on our fifth novel here. Where does this humility come from?
Yeah, I guess it's the way I was raised. My dad, was also very influential in my life, as you mentioned, and he was the one who was always giving me those first novels. I remember when I lived in Philadelphia, we would go to a black bookstore called Hakim's Bookstore in West Philadelphia, and that's where I discovered Toni Morrison and Claude McKay and the Autobiography of Malcolm X. And my dad always taught me, to be humble, keep a low profile, always be sort of working to be your better self. And so I think it sort of comes natural, but I also think it's what makes good writers better. Because if you already think you have it, then what is there to go after, right? So if you're always sort of thinking like, this is good, but I think my gift can be uh, fine tuned. I think I could be better. I think if I did it this way next time, or if I challenge myself to do this time, then I could maybe hit some other things. And so I don't know. It just is sort of who I am.